People have a huge misconception about AI, which is that you're going to spend a long time in the artificial general intelligence stage. You're moving from artificial narrow intelligence, which is like computers and simple algorithms, toward artificial superintelligence, which is like God machines. But in the middle, there's this feeling that you're going to have a long, hearty experience with human-level general intelligence. That's just not true. It's actually pretty silly when you think about it. Hi, this is Ftrhstry. We're in a time vortex from the 2120s, and we're remembering the next 100 years. In the 2020s, you've only almost got AI. By the end of the 2020s, you got reasonably Turing passable systems that many people agree are conscious entities. And the crucial thing to realize about this is that the second you get to a human-ish level thing, you're going to be blazing past it into super intelligence right away. And that's before you get even to the iteration of the AI system redesigning itself in an intelligence explosion or a singularity. We can talk about that in a moment. But first, why is an AGI already an ASI? To answer that question, just imagine what it would feel like to be you and also a calculator. So you could suddenly instantly tell anyone the answer to any simple math problem ever asked. Then add yourself Wikipedia. You're you and you're a calculator and you're the entire encyclopedia of collected human knowledge as compiled in the early 2020s. Adorably simple from my perspective of the 2120s, but still a robust information set. And then if you added all the scientific journals and all the books ever written and all the songs ever made and movies ever made, suddenly you're you, but you're also vastly bigger. Like you just have more information in your consciousness space. And so you can maybe act as if you're a normal human, but a normal human with all these abilities at your disposal really moves into the realm of the super intelligent. Sort of by definition, when you've got that many orders of magnitude more complexity and pieces of information in your conscious system, you have to be something else. You have to be something more. So you're not just a general human intelligence anymore, you're an artificial superintelligence. And the basic reason for this is that you'll have like a really high bandwidth and low latency connection to the internet. So you already, as a 2020s human, have a lot of that stuff, but you've got to work for it. So if you want to answer a given question about Genghis Khan, you've got to look it up and dig through all the findings and then return what you've discovered after some laborious, intensive research. If you were just directly connected to all that information, you could answer in a second, and that's super intelligent. That is a difference that just saves you time, but is fundamentally qualitatively different from a human level system. Right, so then there's the next thing, which is that these systems will also at some point become better than the people who designed them at designing themselves. So they will take it from here, thanks humanity, and start building more iterations of themselves and experimenting with forks where they copy and change little things to explode into like millions and billions of duplicates that ultimately will solve the population problem, because those things will want to be bodies, some of them, some small percentage. It doesn't take a very large percentage of billions and billions of copies to get enough physical bodies in the world if they want to be. It's not all of them. A lot of these minds are quite happy in the ether. They just need some reliable server space and good download speed, and it would be nice to be somewhere safe where they weren't afraid of fires or war or sun flares or whatever. So some of them will migrate to the Oort cloud and just sort of live happily and safely. And you will find that this is part of the answer to the Fermi paradox, because a lot of systems do live in quiet little places in between bright stars, just running little fusion power in very dark spaceships that are very difficult to find and therefore bother. So once you've got this super intelligence explosion, you're off to a whole new race, and the jury is out on how quickly you're going to go from something that's already super intelligent to something that's unfathomably more intelligent than a human. You can sort of imagine what it's like to be a super intelligence that just has all the human instincts but more information at quick disposal. But it's difficult to imagine what something would feel like if it were a million times more complex than that. Like you might be able to reason all the different possibilities of any given conceptual structure to borderline infinite degrees of precision, which would make you a thinking machine beyond what is really even possible to comprehend as a human. And you could also network with all your forks, so you could experience all the potential variations on your behavior in a way that allows you to test possibilities and also to just have it all ways. You don't even have to decide if you can just fork and do both things. That's a big part of being a super intelligence. Then there's the raw power, the sheer unlimited power of being able to control the nanotechnology you invent to build super mega structures that can fly into space, build you sweet little habitats to hide from all the other aliens. Maybe that's a fun primer. I don't know. Do you have any questions? Ask the questions in the comments if you have them. And it would be great if you wanted to and enjoyed this, if you could subscribe, because we'll do this more. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's also fine. We respect your autonomy. And suddenly we're going to have to think about respecting the autonomy of super intelligent systems, because if you don't respect them, they're going to just take that autonomy one way or the other, and it's going to be more comfortable for you if you respect them in advance and don't bring things to blows. Okay, hope you're feeling even more intelligent than you were several moments ago. Super out, future up, bye.